Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is CK with CK's Antics National Holidays. Today is Monday, December 7th. So, what is on the calendar for today? Let's take a look. We have International Civil Aviation Day, National Cotton Candy Day, National Letter Writing Day, and finally, National Pearl Harbor Day of Remembrance. So let's talk about International Civil Aviation Day. Some interesting facts about International Civil Aviation. In 1783, on September 19th, Jacques Estienne Montgolfier and Joseph Michael demonstrated their first flight of the hot air balloon. So that's kind of cool. And then on December 17th, in 1903, the first airplane flight, hopefully most of us know this. If you don't, though, Orville Wright performed his first flight at King Devil Hills in North Carolina. And then in September of 1908, there was the first airplane fatality. Thomas Ethanol Selfridge, who was a passenger, died after a crash during the flight demonstration at Fort Myer, Virginia. And in 1924, the first flight around the world. It occurred with 8 U.S. Army Air Service pilots and mechanics who flew the globe, and it took them 175 days. So those are some interesting facts. And I threw in, of course, some interesting pictures like the hot air balloon, some seaplane, obviously traveling around the world, and the other aircraft there that hopefully you know because it is important. Now, on to cotton candy. So I talked about this the other night during my live, specifically about how I really fell in love with the cotton candy that I found in Thailand. And so I was able to find some pictures of that, and that's the top right one. And the bottom left there, you can see those bags. That is actually cotton candy, and those are Thailand cotton candy. So here we go. Let's talk about the history of cotton candy. And none other than who would be the inventor of cotton candy? Dentist. Yeah, that's right. A dentist created cotton candy. So, dentist William Morrison and a confectioner John C. Wharton are credited with creating the cotton machine, the spun cotton machine. And then in 1904, cotton candy debuted at the World Fair, but it wasn't called cotton candy. It was called fairy floss. And in 1921, cotton candy actually becomes cotton candy, and it's coined by none other than, guess what? Another dentist. Yes, Joseph Lacau built a machine and sold the cotton candy in his office. He's a dentist, and he's selling candy in his office. I don't know about you, but as a kid, I don't remember getting candy when I left the dentist office. I remember getting like maybe a new toothbrush, some cool floss, very dental hygiene related things, but never candy. Anyways, I find that hilarious. And then in 1966, Tootsie Roll Company or Tootsie Roll Industry started selling and producing bags, pre-made bags of cotton candy called Fluffy Stuff. All right, let's move on to National Letter Writing Day. Now, this is something that is definitely in need, and we should probably get back to a little bit more. I get it. Electronics and quick communication is nice and easy to have, and of course, very valuable, but we still need to, I think, reach back and do the old-fashioned pen to paper, put a stamp on an envelope, and mail it to someone, because it's just so nice getting a letter. At least I think it is. Anyways, let's talk about some history about letter writing or just letters in general. So, in 1494, when Columbus came back from his trip, from touring and getting to the Americas, when he returned to Spain, he actually wrote a letter to the King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella talking about his adventures in his trip. Because guess what? Airmail did not exist back then. So I thought that was kind of cool. Then in 1847, the first American stamps were featured, and it was Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, and it was actually had to be authorized by an act of Congress. And then in 1918, the first airmail delivery started happening. Daily airmail was flowing between New York and Washington, D.C., and this was instituted by the U.S. government. So there are some interesting facts about letter writing and just the history of mail itself. So hopefully you take some time today, maybe, or later on this week, and just put some pen to paper and write a nice little short note to someone and send it in the mail. All right. Now, let's talk about the lovely December, CK's December Fun Challenge. And I want to highlight that this is still going on. I hope you're liking the vlogs that I do. And today is for the 7th, we have sled as our keyword. So you're welcome to join. You don't have to vlog. You can just do something creative. And this is really about getting you kind of in the holiday spirit and hopefully tapping into that creativity that you have, especially as adults. I think we've gotten forgotten sometimes how to be creative. And this hopefully will kind of help you spark that creativity once again. So it could be drawing, it could be sculpting, writing a poem, whatever. Just here are your keywords. You don't have to come up with them. Your prompts are right here, and you just have to get creative with that word. That's it. So hopefully you can join me. And if you do, make sure to use the hashtag cksantics_DecemberFun. And if you want to watch my vlogs, go ahead, check out the YouTube channel. Obviously, there's a playlist called Vlogmas. You can see all the vlogs that I've done so far for this. And if you want to do a vlog too, and you want me to see it, go ahead, use the hashtag ck's_vlogmas. All right, here's today. Prompt for today, sled, day 7. And normally we would end here, but we have one more holiday to talk about, and that is National Pearl Harbor Day of Remembrance. So I want to actually close with this video montage that I made specifically to highlight this holiday and then leave you with that. So thank you for joining me. And here's one last holiday to talk about, and that is National Pearl Harbor Day of Remembrance.